Hi everyone, it's Jen, and now I'm going to show you how to do some magic. This is going to be switching a text file to the file type HTML. So far you've been working in your notepad and it is a text file, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have done my last save here as a text file. And if I close this file, I'm going to go ahead and close it. You'll see that in my File Explorer, it is a text file, and it appears as such, and it has a text file icon. I can go ahead and open it up again, and it will open as a text file. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fancy save as. You've done this before similarly with PDFs and other files. So I'm going to go ahead and click on File, Save As, and I'm already navigated to my HTML lab folder and my index folder, but if you are not, you'll need to go ahead and navigate there. And I'm going to go ahead and name this first web site, and I'm not going to have any spaces on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to backspace off after the dot, and I'm going to type in HTML. Now make sure that you have a file name that doesn't have spaces, that there's a dot, and then you put HTML, and it does not have text at the end or .txt or anything like that. And you're going to go ahead and click Save. Now, if I go back, I'm going to go ahead and minimize this down for a second. You're going to see that now in my folder, I have two files. One is a text file, my original, and one is my HTML file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look back here at my file, and I want you to notice that at the top it says .html. So yours should say .html as well. Now, I'm going to minimize this down again, and I'm going to go over here to my folder, and I'm going to double click to open this up. Now, it's already open in Notepad, but now I'm going to go ahead and open it up in a browser. And my default browser is Google Chrome, but if you have a different default browser, you'll have a different icon. You may have a Mozilla Firefox icon, or you may have the Internet Explorer icon, or you may have the Microsoft Edge icon. Any of those are just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and double click to open it up. And right now it's asking me, where do I want to open this up in? Do I want to open it up in Edge or Chrome? I'll go ahead and open it up in Chrome and click OK. And now what you should see is your actual web page in a web browser. So I can see here that actually my file path is where I stored it rather than online, because it is not live online. It's just live on my computer. But you can see here it says Jen's first web page, and that I have a heading 1. And now if I look carefully here, I'm going to go ahead and put my two files side by side. And these are actually not two files, they are the same file. So this is the Notepad version, and this is being viewed in the browser. Now I can click in here, but if I try to change something in here, I can't. So it's important to understand that the browser is kind of like the dining room of the restaurant. I cannot do any cooking out here. This is where everything is served up and it should look beautiful. And over here is the back view, the backstage or the back of the house, the kitchen, where all the cooking happens. So all my changes and editing and cleaning up needs to happen in here. And then once I've saved it and fixed it all up, I can go ahead and refresh over here. Now, just to see what that is like, you can make a minor change, for example, to your title or to your heading 1. So for example, let's say I'd like to delete first up here, and I'd like to put Jen's page exclamation point. And now if I hit refresh here, nothing's going to happen because I have not saved my changes here. I'm just editing it. So now if in my text file, which has been saved as HTML, I'm going to go ahead and save. You could go ahead and click on Control S. Now if I hit refresh, I'm going to see those changes. Jen's page appears as the title here, Jen's web page, and Jen's page exclamation point was changed. I could go ahead and change it back. I'll go ahead and remove the exclamation point. Save again, Control S. Hit refresh, and I can see the changes. So again, these are actually the same file, but they are being viewed. One is as the code in Notepad, and one is in the browser, like the dining room, where everything appears cleaned up and done. If, for whatever reason, your web page doesn't look like this, maybe you see a bunch of code on here or something that's showing up, you'll need to go back and really double check your code. Check your spelling, check your angled brackets, check your slashes. Make sure that you have everything correct, then hit save and hit refresh over here. If you, for whatever reason, tried to open the file and it did not open up in the browser, you may have not saved your file as an HTML file. So go ahead and go back through saving the file again. The other issue can be simply that you did not save, and if you made changes that you did not refresh. So go back and check all of those if you're having issues or need some troubleshooting. And if none of those work, come on by CTC support and we will help you try to figure out what the issue is. See you in the next video.